Okay, guys, I'm going to have a look at the US Tech 100, the NASTech, because it was flagged up by one of the guys in the squad. He was asking if it'll push up a bit higher or what my thoughts are. So what we'll do is, it's going to be quite a quick video because it's the end of the night. It's 20 to 8. And I'm just going to have a quick look at it. Now, I haven't looked at this. I haven't looked at this for ages, to be honest. So it'll be kind of with fresh eyes and we'll take you through it. So flick this over. We'll just make certain there's nothing on it. And let's have a little look at this. So the first thing I want to establish is what kind of stretch this is on. Well, that's a wonderful drive up if you've ever seen one. Let's see how far this has gone up, because it looks like it might be on the outer extreme of a daily ATR. So what I want is just put some basic indicators on. We'll get rid of these because don't need them. I'm going to read a clean chart. We're going to go to a daily and we're going to look to see what a daily ATR is. Okay. Now it's pushing to the tops of this candle. And the ATR is about 205. Okay. So just drop this back to the hour so I can see where we are. Now my candles start at midnight. So I look for the midnight candle. So that will be that red one. And I want to measure up 205. So if it started there, where's 205? Okay. So 205 is actually in and around where that junction point is there. Right, that's interesting because that means it's done a full ATR and it could well be stretching ready for a retracement. Now that's one of the theories that I have in mind, and I've already told the guys in the Discord what that theory is, because I put a bias sheet up before I go into trade. A lot of the time I do a little bit of a sort of video summary as well before I do it, but I'm kind of caught on hot. So here it is here. There is another video tonight of the set and forget trade I did today because I've been working at the other house, renovating the house as well at this moment in time, guys. So that's done, but this one's telling me to sell it. Okay, now I'll keep an eye on that and it's monitoring. So they already know what it is I'm looking at. So I need to find some structure here. Well, straight away, there's certain areas we can look at. Now, if we look at the top of this move here, and just draw a little box in, kind of represents an area of attraction. And why is that? Well, there's the start of the move, it came down, and then it's come back to that very area of attraction. Okay. So, okay. But let's have a look to see what this actually looks like. Now, there isn't really anything that I can work on in and around the price. But what I can see is this mega drive here. Now, if I put a retracement on that, that can give me some good sort of levels to base things on. So if I just drop a level onto there, and then another one up here, that'll create an arena. I'll just drop one underneath as well, just in case it's going to run. Okay. That's a working arena that I can work with. Now I already know it's pushing to the top of yesterday's high. So could this be primed to come back? But what you've also got to remember is, if you look at these green candles, when it's on a run, this thing will keep on going. All right. And when you have this, it's very difficult to start picking out decent order blocks within it. And the reason being is because there's no look back. It's just a continuous move. So you've got to look at the here and now, and that's kind of in a loose range, but it's a loose range going down over. So is that primed for some form of a reversal pullback? We'll have to check that out and see. Now, there's other things that we can see, and we got to work it on, because there's that's telling you there's lots and lots of selling pressure, and it's down, but then it disappeared. So you got to ask yourself why. There wasn't any major news today, not to do this. So could that just be profit taking and sweeping out this lot before it comes down? Highly possible. So that's where we drop it into the hourly, so we can have a look to see what's going on. Well, if it's sweeping this through, then logic dictates that it'll push up, roll over, come back down, and then it'll start looking for these. And curious enough, that lines up with that cluster point where it's done it. And it's happened before here and here. So these fibs are actually incredibly important. Take it to 15 minute. What's happening here? Well, that catches my eye. That tells you there's a lot of sellers around. But then it didn't continue. It's pushing up. Interesting. Let's see what happens on the 5 minute. Well, it had like sort of 15 minutes worth of selling. But these are not really strong candles. Not really. You know, it might push up, re-sweep this, and then roll over. So that's kind of what we're looking at this moment in time. Now what we can do is look at the makeup of this. Now I don't necessarily advocate trading from a 1 minute chart, but what you can do with a 1 minute chart is look at the DNA of what a 5 minute candle is. Now you can see this is all red. When it's trying to go higher, it's failing. Pushes up, slam. That's a bit of a worry, but it's coming back into indecision, and now it's pushing. Okay. Just watch that. Yeah. I think the sellers are coming in, looking at this. So I'm going to take it to 5 minutes. Now, I was asked this morning about candle counting. Why do I candle count? Well, if you candle count 5 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this kind of tells you the recent history of the candles. And what you're looking for is a logical point of entry. So the price has to come for you. Well, it's there, because you can see 1 tail and then 2 bodies. So 3 of the 5 are kind of lining up. So kind of just want, if I put an order in, which I will, I'll put a little order in. Just like, whoop, bugger. Put it in the wrong place. Just move that down slightly. There we go. That's better. Just drag that onto there. Okay. And if I'm only targeting here, which is actually quite a relatively small pullback, but you can make decent money off just a $5. Now, what we've also got is we've got a staging area up to this, because this will sort of be a good bounce point. So you can stage into that and then trade down over into this, even down into here if you're brave enough. So what we'll do, I'm not going to go merry man, I'm just going to do a $5, and we'll see how it goes. But if I need to, I will stage backwards. See if we can get a few quid out of it, because I mean that's everything that we've got. So we've got no positions open. There should only be one order, which is that one. And then that's what I've done today, is a set and forget. All right. So let's play this one out and see what happens. Okay, guys, it's coming to the end of the night. I'm going to close this off, just like so, because I don't really want anything running overnight. I haven't planned for it. I just wanted a quick in and out trade, which is what we're looking at here. Do I think this will push down? Yeah, I do. Do I want to risk it spiking up? No, I don't. So the sensible thing is just to kill the trade off. So that's what I've done. So that's the day complete. Nothing running, no orders. And there's the day's work. 376. Live with that. It's not a bad end to the night, considering I've been out all day. And that's all trading is. Trading's just being sensible with what you're doing and applying a little bit of common sense. Now, I know common sense is sadly lacking in this world, but if you can apply it, the fruits are there. So it's a nice quick one, just for you, Jamie. A little salute to you. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.